Wait, event analysis already? Team analysis already? It's been only 1 week since the teams are announced. What the frick? Is it almost MCC already? God, okay, time to get to work, I guess. Hey, this is Sherpo. Welcome to Behind the Dome Live. Yes, Behind the Dome Live. Been a while since the live episode of a good old series that has been running every Friday, Copium. So, welcome to Behind the Dome, the show where we analyze things and don't go over the good old, that Ace Race map, of course. We don't go over that, okay? Here, live show, we should. Behind the Dome, we should, of course. So, tonight we are going to be looking the teams, looking and covering everything that you need to know before tomorrow's event, from the teams, players, some statistics, as well as predictions and the update video. And you will find out later why I put that this is not Block Wars thing on the thumbnail. You will find out later on in this episode. But for now though, the teams will be competing, and as well as some good old analysis, brief analysis of those teams alone. So here are the teams. These are the teams for MCC 29, as you can see right there, as announced also last week. So let's get right into it, shall we? With Red Rabbits. Red Rabbits here, we got Sapnap, 5-Up, Jack Manifold, and Eret. This team is quite, I'd say, the chemistry is quite okay, but the thing is, it's all about the player skills at the end of the day. Sapnap is very good at PP, 5-Up is very good at PP as well, as there's some movement in there, and Eret is a little bit of flip-flop, and then Jack is Jack Manifold. He always, sometimes, throw a bit, but yeah. If this team were to be in Dodgebot, then the chances of them winning is higher than like any other chances that Jack has. So will they break the curse? Who knows really. Let's go to Orange Ocelots with Fusa, Right Guy, Small Beans, and Impulse SV. This team right here is probably one of the underrated teams in the sense of literally everybody. Just put my face cam on, shall we? There you go. Hey guys. Hi. Whoop. So, this team is quite, I'd say, not that strong compared to other teams, but bear in mind, there could be some players in this team that could go into their, improvement arc, STR arc, they said, like Philsa, for example, with Rocket Speed Rush and some PvP, as well as Joe's Smallish Beans. Who knows really how this team will come and how this team will perform in the event. Is on a wild card here. There's some predictions that is like place them higher up a bit, but who knows how this team would do. And to be very progress indeed, having a good old lads team, the daddy team, as they always say. So yeah. Now let's go to Yellow Yaks. The Yaks here we got for the Berries, Sneak Snack, Captain Sparkles, and Captain Puffy. This team we got for Berries with parkour skills, some to get to their side in there, some good old movement. Some PP with Sneak Snack, Captain Sparkles with a range of skills, and Puffy is a little bit of flip-flop. Sometimes pro at movement, sometimes good at PP and such. But this team overall vibes are movement based. Footberries is good at movement as well as PP in there. Sky Battle, just casually block up like construction in Block Wars. So I just block up and just be done avoiding fights. Fruit is good at that, and especially with this event, with SG being in the event, then yeah, who knows really? Who knows how Fruitberries will do in this event? So our games, will he be the first one as like last time? Who knows really? Yeah. Let's go to Llamas indeed. Llamas here we got Pizza Hut, CBK, Caracovis, and Solidarity Gaming. Pizza Hut is somewhat, well, this is his team, really. Out of last year's events, he has not been getting good teams as of date. But this team could be a potential for him, and potentially this team could also help Lime Llamas win for the first time ever. Really. But other than that though, CPK is the man full of strategies, of course, analysis, Papega, as well as some good old doing some good old terrible predictions somehow. And yeah, Kara has been improving with ball hunters, and now she's shifting towards homies SMP, so you know, some deviation there. But yeah, she may be able to retrieve those skills learned from ball hunters all the way to games such as Sands of Time or other movement games. Solidarity needs a good leader for it to succeed. Possibly like CPK, of course, as you know already. Yeah. Let's go to Green Geckos. Green Geckos here, we got Purple, George Not Found, Gumi, and Snifferish. Purple is very good at movement-based games, similar like Stupid Berries, as well as some PvP as well, getting aces as well. Aces in Battle Box, that's very huge indeed, pause champ. And you will see in a later segment that this team is quite good at the video game. So yeah, George is good at PvP, Gumi is good at improving herself a ton, especially in the last Underdogs event, and Snifferish with some team games under their belt. So, need to be popular. And Ace Race, better watch out Snifferish. They do be improving, really, seriously. Let's go to Cyan Coyotes. Cyan Coyotes here, we got Jojo Solos, Ranbu, Scott, and Ginelli. Even though Jojo has said that she will be focusing on like the event to be not that like sweaty and such, but yeah, she still had that skill set of PP and some movement in there. You can see like her latest practice stream where her PP is quite great actually. Quite great, and some movement to get to the side of more. Ranbu holds the balls not in the event, but Wawu Game says, so this team is out to a good start. Scott is good at team games, sometimes to be exact, as with Ginelli. Now, between Scott and Jay, one of them have to run. So who would that be? I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out on tomorrow. So yeah, let's go to Aqua Axelos. Aqua Axelos here we got H-Bomb, Kretzy, Cup Fan, and False Symmetry. This is another instance like MCC 28 Yellow, where we have H, Sam, Cup Fan, False. So this is a similar team in this event, but Kretzy instead. Now this team has a much boost in PP, if that being the case. But team games, not really, because Dave Kretzy is not fancy, not keen into that. Like Sands of Time, he's not keen into that bit. But yeah, PvP games are boosted a bit. Team games like Crit Runners could be. And some movement in there. False Symmetry, Rocket Sweep Rush for example. And Cup Fan with Parkour Attack, possibly. And H-Bomb, his hunting skills in Parkour Attack to be something else. So this is a team to watch out for in this event. Let's go to Blue Bats. Possibly, I'd say, most underrated team. MC, 5 Breathman, Shovel, and Elena EXE. Now, as you all know, 5 Breathman, this is his first canon event. Like, he participated in MCC 27 and a lot of tests in the past. So, yeah, this is the first proper canon event for him to be in. Now, that also comes with a responsibility to also help the other 3 lovely people here. MC, Shovel, and Elena. But don't discredit them. They are great at games. Team games to be exact. Sands of Time, prevalent with AMC. Shovel also with some good hold the ball, even though hold the ball is not in the event. But yeah, she'd be good at that. And as well as Elena, Sands of Time, as well as some to get to the side as well. If Terrace will force in, she could be number 1. That's right. Then we have Purple Pandas. Purple Pandas here we got Puns, Foolish, Michael McShield, and Punk. Puns is relatively still de-rusting at this moment in time, trying to de-rust his VP skills, some good movement skills in there. He got some good movement in to get to the side when I watched his stream like a couple of days ago. So maybe this event will be his event, but it needs a little bit of de-rusting, especially that there's no meltdown. So yeah. As then this applies to Foolish as well, and Michael McShield and Punk. those two people will need to be up there when it comes to skills, movement and PvP wise. Punk could be good at PvP and movement as well, but hey, who knows how this team will do exactly. But yeah, this team, no flaws whatsoever. It's a little bit of de-rusting. Well, no flaws whatsoever except for big sales at Build Mart. But yeah, a little bit of de-rusting and this team could be up on top. And finally, Pink Parrots with Anfrost, Topo, Bekyamon, and Scar. Most fun team. And I think it sure is, cause Topo, Becky are friends together a lot. Been seen on streams way too much with Risk and much more. And Scar and Topo, they want to be teamed together for so long. And this is the event that they will be in. But to keep that fun, in control as well, we have Anfrost, who is also now considered S tier by Scott. So yeah, he's good at PvP. You can see his Sky Battle plays in the last event, where he got like 11 kills. Like, that's a lot, really. 11 kills, or maybe 7 kills, I am not really sure. But it's a lot of kills. He got a lot of kills in that game. But yeah, this team to watch out for in PvP games, as well as some movement in there. And yeah, that really is all the teams for this event. Good teams, really, balanced teams. That was featured last week as well. And the responses were pretty good, I'd say. It's now getting more competitive now. Really competitive now with some good players in every single team. Well, except for Orange, but every single team has a good player in there. Red, Sapnap, Orange, we got, well, as I said, Orange doesn't have that strong team. Yellow, we have Fruitberries, Lime Pete, / CPK, Green, Purple, Cyan, Jojo. I'm counting numbers wrong. Cyan's Jojo, Aqua's H-Bomb, Blue Firebirthman, and then Purple is Puns, and Pink is Anfrost. So that's all the teams for this event that will be featured tomorrow. At least Orange Outlast for sure. Expect the unexpected. So now here comes the stats. Now, just to preface this a bit, the graphics and everything are not yet final since we are still back in season. We are back for season 3. We are still working on the graphics and such. So the graphics that you're gonna see is not yet final. You see some mess in there, but hey, it's just lines of text. But I'm gonna go through with you anyway. So hey, here's the stats now. And that's way too loud. So now let me preface this as well when it comes to this stats as a whole. As you can see right there, those are the best games for each of the teams. Now, these are analyzed by the median of each team. So it is the top player, and then the bottom player, and then we find the median according to that, and then compare the median to the rest of the teams in order to produce the best games. Everything should be in the description, but I will edit that after the live show, after this show. So I will edit that to see how these are determined. But also, yeah, something like survival games, we got kills and survival. Rocket Speed Rush is the amount of survival time. Together side placement, ace race, time, average lap, battle box kills mainly, sense of times, coins per team coin, something like that. Everything we'll find out in the description below after this live show is done. So, red, we got survival games, as expected, with Sapnap dominating the event. Rocket Speed Rush for Orange with Filsa, of course, being good at the game. Together side, yellow with Fruitberries. Ace Race for Blind, that's Pete and CPK right there. Battle Box, Grid Runners, and Sky Battle. This is why I said Green Geckos is OP, because 3 of the games are really good for them. For Green Geckos. Purple is something else. Ace Race, we got Cyan. Let's refresh again. Ace Race for Cyan, that's also expected because Jojo solos herself as well. Parkour Tag for Aqua, surprisingly, not Sense of Time, because of Parkour Tag. H-Bomb is very good at hunting in Dust Bowl, so hey. Sense of Time is blue. As you see, the 3 Sandkeepers, MC, Shovel, and Elena are in the team. So hey, that is sorted right there. Purple Pandas is Ace Race and Parkour Tag. They are movement centric. Last event, You see, also Ace Race is from Total Run, by the way, top JD set go, but it could translate to this event as well. Punch is very good at Ace Race, Pong is very good at Ace Race, and Pong is very good at Parkour as well, all of which are movement centric. And Rocket Speed Rush for Pink, because you know Tubbo and Anfrost likes the game a lot, and Anfrost, well Tubbo, likes the game pretty much, and he survived like longer, like he won like 2 games of Rocket Sweep Rush, won 2 rounds exactly, so it do be his game. Now we got 3 games that I have the stats for that I am confidently can show. Let's start off with Ace Race. Now this is Yeti set go, but the stats earlier were not based on this, but you can see right there, Ace Race purpled as with the last event where he's the fastest. He's number 1 when it comes to average lap time and average completion time. And then down there we got Jojo Solos, Pete, Punch, Anfrost, Vilsa, H-Bomb, Solidarity, Sneak, and Captain. Now, Red and Blue, those 2 teams do not have any laps in the top 10s, as well as completions. So they will have to watch that 50 plus people video to find out the routes and skips and whatever. So hey, now they get the views. When it comes to grid runners, these are the top 10 average completion time. We got Snifferish at 8:14 minutes. Yes, you heard that right. 8:14 minutes for Snifferish. They really carried grid runners, and this is why Green is a good grid runners team. So yeah, we got Purple, we got Kara and CBK, hopefully breaking Pete's curse in the game. Then we got Elena, Smallish Beans, Scott, Tubbo, Ranbu, and Foolish. Surprisingly, 5UP is not in this top 10. It is surprising indeed, which makes Red, Yellow, and Aqua not in the top 10. Yeah, sad. Really sad. This is based on the completion time of all the courses. If they don't complete, then that is not counted. And then we got 2 Rocket Sweep Rushes. Rocket Sweep Rush, we counted the average survival time of each player and then compiled it to here. Classic and Santorini, Jojo Solo is good, around 3 minutes and 09 for Classic and 3 minutes 45 for Santorini. You can see right there some top improvement players for Pete, Filza, Punch, all that kinds of people. Then we got Impulse for Classic, and it's his first time as well in the map, and he got 2 minutes and 27 seconds. So he could be up there, actually, could be up there. Really. That's the music running out, but hey, who cares anyway. So yeah, Classic, Jojo Solos, Santorini, Jojo Solos. And then we got the Rush Bats, Journey, and Tempo, which those 2 are sorted by Purple. Purple with 1 minute 39, then Pete with 1 second behind, 1:38. And then we got 5UP Tubbo and False Symmetry in top 7 for Journey. And then Impulse in top 6 for Tempo. The Hermits come here to play, lads. Like really, like there's some people who you would be surprised that they are in here, but hey, they are here. Beckham as well, first time in Journey at 1 minute and 21 seconds of survival time. That's pretty huge. And teams not in Journey is Blue and Purple, and not in Tempo is Yellow and Blue. So yeah, really though, Blue needs some work in Rocket Speed Rush. That's the TLDR. Maybe 5 Breathman could help them a bit. Again lads, best games that was shown earlier were based on the median. Everything could be found in the description after the live show. So, that aside though, that's the stats, that's the teams. What else do we have? What else do we need? It's time for the predictions. So we got a spanking new graphics for good old predictions tab. Now this is because last time when predictions are done, these are done by snippets of Microsoft Excel. So for this season we are trying to shift that away a bit and try to use some sort of graphics in Photoshop and as well as other things and such to be like more cleaner in a way. So that out of the way, Reddit Reddit predictions are based on the 10 randomly picked predictions from that predictions mega thread. CPK is from that predictions video, and Frost is from the general top 10 team predictions. Not based on games, but general top 10 predictions. Captain Puffy made her predictions earlier a couple of days ago, and HX predictions are from his ultimate predictions video. So, with that out of the way, 10th place. Surprisingly, Blue Bats. This could be because there's only one top player in the team, and that's Fire Breath Man. And he has only one event up to his name, and that's an underdogs one where most of the players are new, except for maybe Cyan where they popped off. So yeah, really, people are getting low expectations here. But hey, as MC said in a tweet earlier, expect the unexpected. They are coming for that meet. So top 5 art portion, who knows really. 9th place though, we got Green Geckos. Now this is also surprising, because we got Gumi and Sniffrish, but as you see in those stats earlier, Sniffrish is very good at grid runners when it comes to completion time wise, as was Purple. So there could be some underestimation here when it comes to the teams. So yeah, who knows how everything will go really. R/MCC predict them to be 5th, and then Captain Puffy Ajax similar to 9th place, and are subsequently there. So that's that. In 8th place, we got Pink Parrots. CPK ranked them 9th, I think because of the for fun aspect, and Frost ranked them highest 5th, confident with his team. So yeah, nice. It's an all-rounder number, just like balancing fun and competitiveness into it a bit. In joint 7th, well, not joint 7th, but hey, there's Orange Oslots with, well, 9, 3, 9, 2, 6. Hell yeah. It's not joint 7, I'm sorry. I didn't read it right, but hey. Captain Puffy ranked Orange to be 2nd. That's actually surprising, and CPK as well. Because we got Joe Smosh Beans and Filza, and those two people are not that prominent when it comes to the space itself, but potentially they could pop off in games. Who knows really. RM/MCC and Frost are a little bit realistic with 9th, and Ajax as well in the middle of pack with 6th. Joint 5th. This time is joint. Cyan and Purple. Cyan, pretty much expected a bit. CPK ranking 8th, maybe because of Scott's skills, as was JoJo's new approach to the event. Who knows really. Same goes to R/MCC, and then Captain Puffy. Ajax and Frost ranked him 3rd, and that's also expected because, you know, last event, MCC 28, JoJo and Ranbu were teamed together and they got 3rd. So it could be another possibility that they could be 3rd as well in the upcoming event. For Purple Pandas though, also expected a bit because, you know, Punk and Michael McShale not been in too much events. So, and also de-rusting in a way as well. You can see their practice streams. Yeah, it's you know, it's pretty rough there. So, Ajax ranked 1, 1st place. Very confident in this team. Captain Puffy 5th, and Frost 7th, CPA is 6th, and then R/MCC is 8th. I'd say. Coming in, joint 3rd. Red Rabbits and Lime Llamas. Red Rabbits for R/MCC ranked them 4th. Maybe also Sapnap 5 up. Yeah, they are top there as well. CPK thinks that the duo of 5 up and Sapnap would dominate the event again to be in 1st place. And Frost not that so, HJ's not that so, and then Captain Puffy, middle of the pack. You know, just thinking optimistically a bit. Lime Llamas, middle of the pack as well. R/MCC ranked them 3rd, maybe because of the duo of CBK and Pete. CBK ranked himself as 4th, and Frost 4th, HJ's 5th, Captain Puffy 6th. So it's in a little bit middle of pack, I'd say. And now for the people who could be in Dodgeboat. 2nd is Aqua Axolotls. CPK brought them down a bit from 1st place because R/MCC thought that Aqua is 1st. as was Anfrost. I mean, we got H-Bomb and Crusty there, so PP could be up there on top. AJ's with 4th and Captain Puffy is 3rd. CPK and AJ's could be reasonable bit, because, you know, it's not that much of a pop-off games in a way. And finally, in 1st place is Yellow Yaks. All yellow, you can see right there, 2212. That's a nice number. Footberry skills, as was Snake Snag and Captain skills would carry this team for sure, as predicted by these lovely people here. So yeah, those are the predictions. Pretty unexpected in a way that Orange was not ranked that low in a way, but Blue is expecting a bit because 3 players are not that prominent when it comes to the event. But hey, FBM could change everything. He made MCC 27 1. Who knows? Who knows really? So, last part of this live show will be going over the update video for MCC. So, here, if you haven't watched the update video yet, we're gonna watch it now, and then after which we can analyze what the heck happened, as well as some other changes.
Hello, dearest friends and loveliest enemies. Welcome back.
And welcome to the beginning of MC Championship Season 3, with the official update video for MCC 29.
Now, when we sat down to discuss what should we do with MCC Season 3, there were all sorts of crazy ideas. Things like, let's add 5 more teams. We can call one Brown Beetles and the other ones can be like different grey shades of goats. And then there was like, ooh, what if we completely ripped out the Decision Dome and switched it with a big death match in the center where the winner picks the game? And then there was this one person who said, why don't we do MCC but not in Minecraft? Well, we since fired that person. Eventually, we came to the realization that MCC is pretty great as it is. Things just work. So we stopped discussing what to change and instead started talking about what we can improve on. And that'll be the theme from here on, us focusing on the things we can tweak to make it feel more polished, because MCC is loved by all. It has a great community and a format that we're pretty happy with, so let's not break it, but instead lean a lot more into it.
Now, MCC isn't just an event anymore. It's an expanding universe with a bunch of moving parts to it. Meaning, there'll be a lot of stuff to cover in this video, so sit back, relax, and let's get on with it. Starting with the rebrand, in case you missed it, Season 3 brought around a great opportunity to do a bit of a refresh on the MCC logo. So please say hello to our brand new MCC mascot. He's so cute! We announced that on Twitter back in January, and as scary as it was for us to change up the logo, it looks like it went down pretty well. So big yay for that! Well, except for those who have formally sent in written letters stating that they will not be watching the event anymore because they were originally only in it for the chicken. The chicken is still well and alive, folks.
That's trouble thing right there.
In the same theme as the rebrand, we've decided on putting a lot of focus into improving the viewer experience of the event as a whole. So the biggest change you'll see in MCC this year is a massive overhaul of the on-screen overlays. Every single game has received a refresh, pulling a lot of info out from the busy scoreboard on the right hand side and using the top of the screen to feed things like your alive teammates, your kills, who's finished, who's banked and who's entombed, what room you're currently in, and notably, Dodgeball has received an awesome overlay, really making it feel different to the other games, as, you know, it is the finale after all.
We've also created a really cool display that appears between all games to help viewers understand the flow of the event as a whole, where the event currently is at in the timeline, and where it is going.
Also made me
On the subject of improved viewership experience, you'll notice that we're constantly plugging MCC.live in the scoreboard, as we think it really helps as a scorekeeping companion throughout MCC as an event. Well, MCC.live has received a new timeline update where you can now flick back through all the games that have occurred in the event and check the state of the scores at that time, letting you get proper nerdy as the event progresses. Additionally, you can now flick through all the past events too and see the score states that they ended in. Later on, we plan on bulking this out so that you can even flick through each game in the past events too. Amongst the scoreboard and MCC.live, you'll be seeing a few more banners and pointers in these places to better guide people in the awareness of MCC merch and MCC Island and make it all feel integrated. These areas of the MCC universe only succeed for everyone the more people know about them.
On the subject of merchy things, we've gone and obviously given the MC Championship winner coin an update to include the new logo. But we've also made a small change so that going forward, each coin will have an especially unique design on the back per season, which will cover the entirety of that side of the coin, instead of just the centre.
Now, you must be looking at this thinking, okay, yeah, cool deal for the winners, I guess. But hold the phone, because starting with Season 3, we've decided to release an official MCC season coin
Can't
to
buy
allow
this yet.
more
I don't
people
know
to
where
support the show.
where
We
would I
figured
be
it was
in
a
June,
cool
so
way
hey,
to own a physical memory of that MCC as a season and to say, I was there. These will be ready for shipping in a couple of months, but orders on these go live today and will be available until the end of the season. The store link to pick one up is
God
in the
it's the end of
description.
season, though.
We're going to release a unique coin every season, and similar to the winner coin, each will have the seasonal art on the back, along with its date on the front. If there's enough interest for coins for the previous seasons, we'll consider releasing a time-limited drop for those at some point too. One day I'll be able to look at these coins with my kids and tell them how great of a year 2020 was.
Keeping on the subject of merch, we did a small drop just before the NCC break, which was pretty great. And more has been stocked since,
Didn't buy the
including
hangers.
the mascot trinkets
Yeah.
being split up and sold separately after receiving feedback on how people wanted
Love
to
to buy
buy
the
those.
hangers, though.
So
No
you
money,
can
though.
check all of that out at mcc.store.
And we were listening to what other kind of merch people wanted to see, so expect some very exciting drops in the near future.
So back to talking about the event changes, we wanted to make sure the event felt a bit more about the players. So we've gone and slightly extended the introduction to the event and added team
This is
introductions.
not Block Wars. What are
Every
you
player will
talking
now
about?
be in a guided camera mode to view the introduction. And one by one, each team will be pulled out and given about 7 seconds or so of fame, forcing everyone to watch them introduce themselves in any way they choose. Well, at least this way, no matter whose stream you're watching, this will give you a great introduction of exactly everyone in the event and the teams they're on.
After Season 2's debut, we learnt that it's much better for the players when we release new map content across the season as opposed to all at once. So, to start Season 3 off, we're doing a light map drop for both TGTOS AWF and Sky Battle.
Sky Battle's new map is called Metro. Here you can expect to be fighting within a seedy urban train yard where you can either try to gain the high ground or risk some of these nerve-wracking early fights.
TGTOS AWF gets 2 new maps. The first is Skyscraper, a really bizarre downward traveling map where you can play some insanely risky drops if you think you're good enough. Then there's Spiral, a map that defies the norm and sports a unique spiraling upwards path. Things may or may not be as they seem, so look forward to this one.
On top of this, every single game gets its own on-screen logo overlay
My
that
logos
you'll
are
see when
shite
joining
now.
the games. And they'll also get their smaller logos during the Decision Dome announcements. Helps really boost the character of all of the games.
Now, let's talk about MCC Island for a bit. We released MCC Island closed beta last year, and the response. One of the most exciting things is that we'll be bringing Parkour Warrior onto MCC Island as its next game. As well as a soloable parkour mode, it will come with an entirely unique
Doing more stuff across the season to further improve both the player experience and the viewer experience of MCC. But for now, this year is looking to be quite exciting. And we're really excited to see what kind of
Really exciting indeed, I'd say, with some good old changes in there. That I'm gonna cut it there because the rest are MCC Island related and also some other gimmicks and such. But hey, it's time for a good old reminder that recap about that update video in like 2 minutes, as well as some other changes in the event. So, but starting off, as you see, countdown, we got a brand new logo and a brand new background for MCC to be more streamlined and to further out from the MCC graphics. Just so that you know again, MCC does not stand for Minecraft Championship, it stands for MC Championship. And it's that way, so you know they are differentiating from the brand itself. As you can see right there, the attempts is there with the zombie head instead. Now, that's, yeah, they are not gonna add more teams. They said, no more new teams, no more Decision Dome changes, it's just that. We gotta focus on that. New content, new games, poggers. Let's move on. So, as I told you in like various other way, we're gonna go back a bit. I think it is right. That's the coins. This is the reaction. We got Shelby. I say, yeah, good one, Shovel. So, We got new graphics. Every single game now has these top bar type of deal, as well as the sidebar being revamped a fair bit as well to match the ones on the MCC Island thing. Now, for the live show, I've decided that the top, as you know, there's gonna be like a top 2 and something like the games thing, something like that. The top 2 will only show during the Decision Dome part. So the Decision Dome part, you're gonna show the top 2, but for viewing experience wise, the sidebar, the top 2 bar will be hidden. So, and only the games and like the game number type deal will be shown. So that's like ease of things for you. So yeah, that's the changes for the sidebars. And also Dodge Boat, it's a fancy looking bar right there, poggers. And yeah, there's this thing and then there's this thing. If you watch individual streams, not the live show, individual streams, you will see that prominently. So yeah, cool to like watch VODs. And MCC.live is updated as well. So Reefy stats are now in shambles, so yeah. So that's that, new coins, and as I said, these coins you can buy. It's gonna arrive in June, and I do not know where I would be in June yet. So no, it's really. So the significant change as well. This is not Block Wars, by the way. A reminder, this is not Block Wars. Team intros are here. Not my team introductions, but you know that if you watch other events, you'll see, you know, there's people introducing their team. So MCC, you know what? To match them a bit, let's just create our own team intros. Why not? Like, you know, it's casually it's working right here. It's casually, yeah. So that's that. Now we got 2 significant changes. Not too significant, but 3 new maps for 2 game modes. This is Metro, my favorites because, you know, Metro, trains and whatever. This is a brand new Sky Battle map, and it really looks poggers indeed, and it looks like MCC Island a bit, but you know, like there's no rarity. It's just casual chess and then crafting table, yada yada. But this map is focused around trains, and you know, same as with Candyland, is to make a choice between being safe up there or fighting other players in the bottom. So this is like a mix of Candyland and Celestial on MCC Island. That's that. 2 new maps for To Get to the Side right here. To Get to the Side, we got 2 new maps. This is like a dropper map, Skyscraper, where you need to drop to various places, as you can see right there. It's a dropper map, but you land on ledges. So hey, and this other map, Spiral. You go around the centerpiece, and I think there could be surprises down below there. No, really, it's a new take on To Get to the Side, as they said earlier in the update video. So, not like Breakdown. Breakdown is cringe. So, yeah, that's the 2 new maps. And as well as that, logos now show. So, those logos you see in the Rue videos run, yeah, that's gonna be obsolete in like the next couple of events as soon as I get those logos up and running. So yeah. Anyway, though, we got some changes that were not told in the update video, and I'm gonna go over them right now. Battle box, we got graffiti, and there's new blocks, the construction blocks. Those blocks are similar to leaves, where if you break your hand, it's gonna be slower. Pickaxe, much faster. So it's something like leaves. But yeah, that's battle box graffiti. Used to be leaves, now there's construction blocks that work similar to leaves, TLDR. Grade honor scoring is the course completion is now changed. The first place will now get 500 coins, and the bottom will get around 50 coins. I'm not so sure about that. Noxu.com/MCC. And the most controversial change, Sky Battle now has its Q coins decreased from 50 to 30. That's a significant change, because those coins, those 20 coins are contributed to the team placements coins instead. Yes, team placements coin in Meltdown and Survival Games are now here in Sky Battle. And now, and people are still modding in the MCC Discord, by the way, so yeah, I don't know really. With that, that's everything you need to know for this MCC. And yeah, it is an exciting one. That the thing that I'm excited for, the graphical changes, dude. it is MCC is becoming more streamlined and more things. And also, I need to adapt to MCC changes as well. So this live show is going to be the ones that the graphics that I've worked on throughout the last 3 months. But the next couple of live shows, we're going to change some stuff. You see, like the break screens, that's going to be changed. And as well as some graphics in there. So MCC live show is about streamlining and then also trying to adapt to what MCC is right now. Yeah, and also the Evolution series and as well as that. But yeah, that's it for this live show. This MCC live show type of shenanigans type deal. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. GMT, the live show, MCC live show for MCC 29, we're gonna go all over it again, the teams and predictions, as well as a brand new twist to the pre-show bit. And it involves me. So yeah, I will put up a tease later on after the live show, as well as the game's information. I'll put up a tease later of what's gonna happen in the live show. It's gonna be an interesting one indeed. And then at 8 p.m. GMT, MCC live show for MCC 29. We're gonna commentate. We're gonna have fun, chilling, commentate what's going on, and see how everyone does in the event. Other than that, though, hey, thank you so much for watching, and of course, keep on watching Do Chapeau. More cool stuff are happening. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.